Hailing from Giddings, Texas, is one of the greatest pitchers you likely never heard of, Hilton Lee Smith. Hilton Smith was a great pitcher, primarily for the Kansas City Monarchs. And Hilton Smith pitched alongside the legendary Satchel Paige, and they were polar opposites. When Satchel walked in the room, the room lit up. You knew he was in the room, and if you didn't know, he was going to let you know that he was in the room. Hilton Smith was the exact opposite, very quiet, very workmanlike, unassuming, but just as lethal, possessing what many believe to be the greatest curveball this sport has ever seen. Hilton Smith was indeed the truth.
Ready to go? Here's the left fielder, Harvey. And a pitch. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. Smith wheels and deals. And that one missing low. Popped up on the left side of the infield. Sutton makes the catch, and there's one down. Hilton Smith didn't get the same kind of fame as his longtime teammate Satchel Paige, but he was just as good. Roy Campanella played against him, and he said you couldn't tell the difference between them when Smith came in to relieve Satchel on the mound. Sanders racing over to make the catch.
Great story about how Hilton started his pro career. In 1931, he beat a former Negro League pitcher named Willie Owens, who recommended him to a semi-pro team, the Austin Black Senators. They signed him up, and a week later, he pitched Austin to a win over the Chicago American Giants.
The 0-2 from Hilton. That one 95 to finish him off. And welcome back. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Murray. That's in there. Strike one. Hilton Smith only pitched in one game for the Monarchs in 1936, but in 37, he led them with 11 wins, including 9 at home in Kansas City. Smith comes to the plate. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Hilton working on preserving this narrow lead. And now Taylor. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
And Boog, he was even better in 38. He lost only twice, and he had easily the highest WAR of any player in the Negro American League. And he got the win while striking out 3 batters in the East-West All-Star game.
Now Hayes. Popped up right side. And Buck calls it in for the out. And the inning is over. Welcome back. All set to start the 9th in this one. Now at the plate, Smith. That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
Here's one example of how dominant Hilton Smith could be. In his 1937 no-hitter against the Chicago American Giants, Chicago only hit the ball out of the infield twice the whole game. That's overwhelming stuff.
Smith wheels and deals. And now 1 and 2. Next pitch is outside. The count now 2-2. Hit weakly on the ground. Perry picks it up Slings it across. Smith just 2 outs from locking up the win. Glass, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Next offering is in for a strike. The 0-2 from Hilton. Next offering is outside. Swings and misses. 2 out. Bates getting ready to hit. In there for strike 1. Ground ball up the middle. Little handles the chance. Ball game. Hilton Smith slams the door.
Buck O'Neil believed that Hilton Smith had the greatest curveball this sport has ever seen. The legendary Monty Irvin would go on to say that it was the greatest curveball that he had the displeasure of ever trying to hit. He threw the big 12-6 breaker, and he threw what he called a tight curveball, where he would drop down 3/4, and he threw it all with pinpoint control. As a matter of fact, Monty Irvin would go on to say that you could know where his curveball was coming from, and the break and bite on it was so sharp, you still couldn't hit it.
All right, ready to go here. And the batter will be the shortstop, Murray. The pitch. Edge of the zone for a strike. And away we go this afternoon. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. On the ground to short. Throws to first. 1 up, 1 down.
That breaking stuff from Hilton Smith is just so tough to hit. Sammy Hughes was a star in the Negro Leagues, and he said he'd rather face Satchel than Smith because of how sharp Hilton's breaking stuff was.
Taylor stands in now and watches strike 1. Trying to bunt his way on. Tosses to first. Nice efficient start to the afternoon. That's 2 out. All right, Siggy, who had the best breaking stuff of anyone you had to face in your career?
I'd say Pedro Martinez's slider was pretty devastating.
0-2 as he waves at that one. Hilton gets a whiff on the slurve. Back here at the ballpark, second inning set to go. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Smith. Right side, West collects it. He handles it himself. Leadoff man retired here in the second. Glass in the box now. No balls and a strike. No score here in the second. Next one misses, and that is ball 1. Got it. Hilton Smith goes to the hammer curve for the K. At the plate, Bates. That one's in there, 0-1.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Next pitch is downstairs.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Can't connect on the curveball, struck him.
Hilton Smith was one of many great two-way stars in the Negro Leagues. And over recent times, we've become enamored by the nature of two-way stars, primarily because of the great success of Shohei Ohtani. Well, the Negro Leagues were filled with great two-way stars, and Hilton Smith was just one of many. And what made Hilton so special was when he wasn't pitching, he played the outfield and had a lifetime batting average over 300.
Monarchs ace Hilton Smith digging in now. Out towards right center field. Terry racing over to make the catch. Maybe the best season of Hilton Smith's career was 1941. He went 10-0 for Kansas City, a 1.53 ERA, and on top of that, he batted .353 and he slugged .500.
You know, 1941 is a notable baseball year because it's the year Joe DiMaggio had his 56-game hitting streak. Ted Williams hit .406 and won the Triple Crown, but you can make a real argument that Hilton Smith had a better all-around season than either of them.
Line drive, base hit, and that keeps the inning alive. Here's the two-way threat, Hilton Smith. This to center field. And there's two down. Hilton Smith faced down some of the best in baseball and succeeded. He was really excellent in barnstorming games and impressed a lot of major leaguers, including Bob Feller. And first offering is fouled off.
I think a great example of that, Boog, is when the Monarchs played the Dizzy Dean All-Stars at Wrigley Field in Chicago in 1942. Hilton Smith and Satchel Paige pitched for KC, and they beat the major leaguers 3-1. Hilton gave up 1 hit in 3 innings, struck out 3 batters, and he got the win.
And first offering is fouled off. The 0-1. Back up the middle and a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Oh, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Here's the 0-1. Bounced up the middle. Boots it. He doesn't have a play, and the defense comes away with nothing. And that one ripped to left, and that's just foul. Runner leads away at second. Line drive to short and caught. Hilton Smith digging in now. Good contact guy, good defender. That one the other way. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. Hilton Smith faced down some of the best in baseball and succeeded. He was really excellent in barnstorming games and impressed a lot of major leaguers, including Bob Feller. Base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
No waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Nice job going the opposite way with it, letting the ball travel and not allowing the barrel to hook around the ball. It's so frustrating when you see a good pitch and your hands roll over. It was on the outside part of the plate, and he approached it perfectly.
No chance on the throw. He beats it out.
I think a great example of that, Boog, is when the Monarchs played the Dizzy Dean All-Stars at Wrigley Field in Chicago in 1942. Hilton Smith and Satchel Paige pitched for KC, and they beat the major leaguers 3-1. Hilton gave up 1 hit in 3 innings, struck out 3 batters, and he got the win.
Line drive, base hit, right center field. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. What?
Here's the two-way threat, Hilton Smith. Line drive, Taylor. 2 away.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
Full extension, makes the catch. On a line, base hit. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in, and he's out, trying for 2. In the air, left field. That is the inning. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. And now the lefty ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Base is empty, 1 away. Now the number 2 hitter, Hilton Smith. Liner caught at second. And first offering is fouled off. Line and a base hit into right. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
The pitch. And that one in the air, center field. McDonald makes the grab. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
0-1.
0-1.
Next pitch misses way outside.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
And that one hops the wall. They add on as the run scores all the way from first. And it's now a 6-run lead.
His first game in Kansas City, his first full season with the Monarchs in 1937, what did Hilton Smith do? He only threw a perfect game. Yeah, he blanked the Chicago American Giants 4-0. Hilton Smith had that great breaking ball and then a dominating fastball to go on top of it. You've got to sit on his fastball, and then you had virtually no chance of hitting his curveball. That went along with a repertoire of other great pitches, but the curveball was the pitch that really made Hilton Smith unhittable.
Set for the last half of the 7th, and now Murray. That pitch in for a strike. 0-1. Hilton's perfect game really set the tone for his 1937 season. He led the Negro American League with 11 wins, 3 shutouts, and 99 strikeouts, all while hitting over 300. The 0-2 from Hilton. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Yeah, Hilton actually led the league in strikeouts for 4 of his first 5 seasons with Kansas City, and his perfect game was actually historic in another way, Boog, since it was the first no-hitter thrown in an official Negro American League game.
Smith wheels and deals. Got him. So he's gotten deep into this game, and at least so far, not showing a ton of signs of fatigue. Digging in, Taylor. In there, and it's 0-1. Comes up empty on the swing, 0-2 now. Right-hander kicks, deals. Got it by him for the K. Now the third baseman, Hayes. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Next offering is in for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Out into left center for a line drive base hit. And welcome back. And now here is Murray. There's a strike. Next offering is in for a strike. That one just misses. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup. Next to hit, Taylor. In there for strike 1. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. Smith wheels and deals. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. The 0-2 from Hilton. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And here is Hayes. That one's in there, 0-1. Next offering is in for a strike. And the right-hander deals. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. On to the bottom of the 8th. Now it's the switch-hitting outfielder, Smith. That's in for a strike. Righty delivers. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And now one away. Now here is Glass. In there, and it's 0-1. Still a ways to go, but this is can't-miss stuff right now. 0-2 as he waves at that one. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Smith still locked in with 2 gone now. And now it's going to be Bates. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Ugly cut on the slider for strike 3. And the right-hander back to work. Foul ball.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Boog, I'll tell you right now, every player defensively on their toes like never before.
The punch out there. Just 2 more to get here. And now McDonald. In there for strike 1.
They want to make sure they have the opportunity to put this pitcher in the history books. They're going to make the play.
Kicks and deals. McDonald checks his swing. Appeal down to third. No swing. Eric Summerskill with the call. And a swing and a miss. And now Hilton Smith just 1 out from history. Now a move being made for a pinch hitter. Mason trying to get something going for him with 2 away. 1 strike to go.
0-2.
Next one off the plate inside. 1-2 to count. It's over. Hilton Smith tosses a perfect game. What a...
Hilton Smith did something that I don't think we will ever see done in the game of baseball again. Hilton Smith won 20 games or more, 12 consecutive years. He goes 6-1 in exhibition games against Major League All-Stars. He was likely the best pitcher in all of baseball at that time, who by the time that Jackie Robinson breaks Major League Baseball's color barrier, he realized that he was too old. The majors came calling, but he knew by that time he was too old to cross over that threshold and go into Major League Baseball.
Now the left fielder, Harvey. Outfield playing pretty shallow. The pitch. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. Hilton Smith thrived in high-pressure situations like this. He shined in several East-West All-Star games, and he dominated the Homestead Grays over 5 shutout innings in Game 2 of the 1942 Negro League World Series. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
The 0-2 from Hilton. Swings and misses, struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup. Stepping in, Marshall. And a foul ball. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Yeah, Boog, and then a few years later, Hilton tossed a complete game win in Game 5 of the 1946 Negro League World Series against the Newark Eagles, who had Larry Doby and Monty Irvin anchoring the lineup. And Hilton got a hit and scored a run for good measure.
Bases loaded, nobody out. Here's the left fielder, Harvey. Clips the corner, and that's strike one. Hilton Smith thrived in high-pressure situations like this. He shined in several East-West All-Star games, and he dominated the Home State Grays over 5 shutout innings in Game 2 of the 1942 Negro League World Series. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Next to hit, Marshall. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
Yeah, Boog, and then a few years later, Hilton tossed a complete game win in Game 5 of the 1946 Negro League World Series against the Newark Eagles, who had Larry Doby and Monty Irvin anchoring the lineup. And Hilton got a hit and scored a run for good measure.
And a swing and a miss. Hilton needs just one more out to escape danger.
Love how the guy out there on the mound did not panic after loading the bases. Went right to work, got 2 quick outs, and he's got to pour it out just to get one more and get out of this inning.
Throw is low, and it gets by. Now the left fielder, Harvey. Outfield playing pretty shallow. Fastball in for a strike. Strike one.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Marshall swings through it for strike one. Next offering is in for a strike. One out, bases full. And a swing and a miss. Milton needs just one more out to escape danger. Reese in the box now, takes strike one. Outfield playing pretty shallow.
If they don't pick up at least one run here, this will be a very disappointing inning. When you load the bases with nobody out, you've got to get at least one run. You're thinking 2 to 3, so they need a big hit right here.
And a swing and a miss.
Now we got a covenant.
Hilton Smith earned a reputation as being Satchel's shadow, the legendary Satchel Paige. He would oftentimes come in and relieve Satchel. Well, Satchel was the draw. So Satchel's going to pitch 2 or 3 innings. And who came in and pitched the last 6 or 7? Hilton Smith. And all the old timers in the Negro League say, if you're going to get anything, you better get it off of Satchel because you weren't going to touch Hilton Smith.
Back to the top of the order now. And now the right fielder, Terry. And there's the strike. It really does Hilton Smith a disservice to think of him only as Satchel Paige's shadow. But Smith always knew he was just as good on the mound, even if Satchel was the box office main attraction. Got him! Huge strikeout there. And first offering is fouled off. Smith kicks and delivers. And there's the strike.
Yeah, there were a lot of major leaguers who found out just how good Hilton Smith was, too. In 1937, he threw a shutout against a team with Bob Feller, Vince DiMaggio, and Johnny Mize as part of a barnstorming series. And in all 3 games he pitched, the White players didn't score a single run off him.
The 0-2 from Hilton. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Hilton was so good in interracial games over the years that Mize and Stan Musial both said he had as good a curveball as they've ever seen. High praise coming from 2 Hall of Fame players.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3. Parker can't hold up, and that's a strike. Oh, and 2 as he waves at that one. Smith wheels and deals. And a swing and a miss. So he's gotten deep into this game, and at least so far, not showing a ton of signs of fatigue. Floyd swings through it for strike one. Known for his late inning heroics. Next offering is in for a strike. Here's the 0-2. Center field. And it falls. And that puts the tying run on base.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. When you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to, and you're never trying to do that as a hitter, but when you do, I tell you what, you're yelling at it the entire way to get down.
And 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. Got him! Milton still looking very sharp for KC. Everett, the next to hit. Line to left. And that gets down for a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. So digging in, Adams. And first offering is fouled off. They say you win.
0-2.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. We go to the 9th. Here's the pitcher, Chapman. And he deals. And there's the strike. Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now. The tying run at the plate. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. 0-2 now. Got him. 2 outs to go for Hilton Smith, who's just been terrific in relief of Satchel. Terry in the box now. Takes strike 1. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. Out to center. That one gets down for a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, that at bat had a lot of pressure riding on it, so really great job coming through right there. It's got to feel good. Good pitch, slider down and away, just stayed down and threw it nicely. Such an easy pitch to pull off of because you're probably thinking fastball down the middle initially.
Smith comes to the plate. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 2.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Gordon in the box now. Takes strike 1. 0-2 as he waves at that one. Ball game. Hilton Smith with a great relief outing to seal it for.
It is Hilton Smith who is credited with having introduced or recommended Jackie Roosevelt Robinson to Kansas City Monarchs owner James Leslie Wilkinson. Hilton had seen Jackie playing against a white military baseball team that had major league players on it in 1942. He quickly recommended Jackie to Monarchs owner James Leslie Wilkinson. When Jackie gets discharged from the military in 1944, he writes to Monarchs owner J.O. Wilkinson, and Wilkie gives him a tryout. He makes the team, and he joins the Kansas City Monarchs in 1945. Many credit Hilton Smith for introducing us to the man that would break Major League Baseball's 6-decade-long self-imposed color barrier.